This is the 2021 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment #1 Dropkavike Nate Pale Ale. Thank you to our sponsors: Imperial Yeast, 5 Star Chemicals, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewing America, all stainless steel mash paddle sponsors. Also Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief Hops. Get brewing.
Alright guys, so we're back for number 6. And I actually looked in the fridge tonight, so I have 3 left. This is one of the 3. After tonight, I have Gary, main brew guy, and Jerry from Adventures in Home Brewing. Tonight, we are doing Nikhil's Lazy Otter Brewing. I'll give you a couple of the tidbits about it, and then we'll kind of go along. I have no idea if I'm saying this correct. Espe, E-S-P-E. It's from Omega. That is the Kavike strain that Nick is using. It is a blend, 1 packet liquid. It does not say if it was a starter or not. 5.5 gallons on a Grainfather. He brewed on the 12th of April, and then he has for kegging and bottling TBD. So I can't tell you how old this is in terms of when it's been in the bottle. 152 for his mash, 5.4 for pH. 1.051 is his original gravity. Looked like he whirlpooled at 175 for 30 minutes. 158, I'm sorry, 158 is his OG. That was his pre-boil, was 10.051. This is 10.58 pre-boil. He fermented at 82. Started at 70 and then bumped to 82. So I believe that was a rise to that point. The rest of the stuff down through here is, I can't give you the final. He doesn't have it on here. He has TBD, so I don't know what the final gravity was, so I don't know the ABV overall. Actually, I'm sorry, it's on his label. So 1012 for a 6.3%. So just not on the shared document. So kind of bounce back and forth. So this he calls Dank Kick Nick, giving Nate a hard time about that. So let's get into this and see what we got here. Man, Nick, you got this on here pretty good. So, all right, there's a little bit of that. That is all tucked underneath there. So, thinking it may need a pair of pliers. So, let me do that. Actually, just stood up and then got a better grip on it. So, didn't end up being as tight as I thought it was. So, it is very full right up to the top here. You can even see, yeah, right on the ridge there. So, all right, let's get a pour on this. Very clear so far. Clearer even than Matt's was last night, and I thought that was probably the clearest I had. We'll see what we got with carbonation. Lots of bubbles coming up from the bottom, but not much of a head there. Yeah, lots of bubbles come off the side here. That could be dirty glass a little bit, so I apologize. I don't hand wash my glasses. I know that may be maybe a little bit of an issue, but there's definitely good carbonation come up from the bottom. Just not a lot of head retention there. That's different than some of them, so this may be a yeast thing. And this is definitely a different nose on this. I'm trying to pick up. It's not pine, but it's not the citrus bombs that the rest of them have been. I don't know if I can come up with a good descriptor on the aroma. It's not punch you in the face. It's there, but it's muted, similar to mine in terms of muted aroma, but it's not the same. Mine still had citrus there, but it was definitely a muted aroma. All right, well, let's get a taste on it. So there's a little bit of a sharp bitterness to this. Kind of front and middle palate. Reminds me more of a West Coast IPA. Resinous, some dankness to the hop. Maybe there's a little citrus there, but not much. This is, even the color is is reminiscent of West Coast IPA, but definitely got some nice, I don't know if it'll focus in, but you can see the bubbles coming up through. It's got some nice carbonation coming up through there. There's a little citrus in the back. Kind of a, if you remember, old school IPAs, West Coast IPAs, lots of pine, lots of resinous, a little bit of the citrus in the background, kind of your Cascade, lots of Cascade hop types of beers. That's what I'm getting out of this. Nowhere near the citrus, grapefruit, that type of thing that you typically get out of El Dorado. So this is it. This is very interesting. Probably the clearest. I don't know. Yeah, you can see that. Probably the clearest out of them. I thought Matt was the clearest last night, but this is definitely even more so than that. And I don't know if, you know, some of that could very well be some haze here on the side. That's a better look. You can see. I don't believe Nick used any Whirlflock or anything like that. That was not something we were going to be doing. So that is really cool. That is totally different than what I was expecting. Really good carbonation on this, Nick. Color is definitely a little bit darker than most of them we've had so far. Way darker than mine, and that's, you know, mine's had some issues with that obviously as well. So overall, nice job, Nick. That's very very interesting. It's wild what the different yeast will do. Yeah, I like it. It's a really good beer still. Just not what you're typically used to with the DKN recipe. So just yeast characters can really change things overall. So, all right, well, I've rambled on for 6 minutes here. So as I said, I've got 2 more to go. I'm going to try to get them done here by this weekend. I got Gary's and Jerry's. So I guess I leave them for the last, since I'm going to rhyme with them. So Gary, main brew guy, and Jerry, Adventures in Homebrewing. I know both of them felt like their beers were kind of missed the mark a little bit. So we'll see. I did as well. But it's the cool part of this experiment is kind of seeing how things go and what happens with it and what we do different next time. What do you like about different beers? What do you dislike about them? So every time you brew, whether it's the best brew ever or a pour it down the drain, you'll learn something every time. So, all right, well, that is number 6 in the books. So I'm sure you guys will see a bunch of the reviews starting to pop up. A lot of the guys have got videos ready to go. They're just doing the editing now. So I'm sure you guys are going to see a bunch of those coming up here pretty quick. So, all right, I'll let you guys go. Hope everybody has a great evening. Salancia, guys.